democracy's basement to your ears. This is the weekly meeting of the Queen City Improvement Bureau. Each week, the dedicated staff of the Bureau meet to file recommendations, make reports, and try to sleep on beds of dot matrix printer paper as water drips into their open mouths from the boiler pipes. One day, we'll escape from the subterranean hell that is this basement, but until that day comes, the city is not going to improve itself. So here we stay, improving things. This meeting is now in session.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Great. Brand new year, brand new intro.
Brand new year?
Brand new year.
There was nothing in the budget for that.
Well, we got 100% discount on time.
Oh.
So
I wish you'd spent it on something else, frankly.
Well,
I'm done with time.
Would you like to spend money on time or space?
Space,
like,
yes.
Oh, yeah, space sounds good. They're like, well, what if you don't have the time to explore the space? And I was like, no, don't pressure me. Stop bullying me, I said to the people
so you
who were selling me the continuum. I don't know what's going on here. So I went for time.
You know they're the same thing, right? Space and time.
Those bastards. It's all a big continuum. I know. Yeah. I know.
Anyway, should we do attendance?
Yes, we should. There's a man, a human man. There's a man that I see every day in this sub-basement, and he talks to me. And he's, like, got all his limbs, he's got this face, and I think he's you.
Oh, if it's me, I thought you were making all this up. I thought you finally lost it.
Oh, no, there's not another. I mean, I could be talking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, I am here, and you are too.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this man that I was talking about, who's you, he has this name. He has there's some phonemes that just attached to him, and if you say them, he'll say yeah.
I thought I had those removed. I thought I got those phonemes extracted.
Yeah, did you have an infection when
they
you were
making it hard for me to sit.
On your feet. Anyway, you're Paul.
Yes, I am.
You're Paul Deschen.
I am. And you, sir, are Aidan Morgan.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have a guest.
I don't know why that's funny. We do have a guest.
Yeah. A return guest, no less.
Yes.
Yeah. We have Pat Book. Hey, Pat.
Good evening.
How are you doing?
I got to tell you guys, my current propensity is generally to listen to the podcast.
Uh-huh.
I don't catch the show live as much anymore.
Who does in this day and age?
And I'm one of those people that does the podcast on 1.5 speed.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So the tone right now is, there's some dissonance happening.
Right.
I'm having trouble coming down to the laconic pace.
Yes. Well.
So thank you for easing me into it.
Well, we put some Quaaludes in the water, so there you go. It's nice and it's going to be nice and mellow.
Yeah, this is the year of ambient QCIB.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Brave new territory in the second decade.
Everybody can tune in just to relax. Get away from all the hard, difficult things in your day. Just settle down.
Pat just
calm your soul with the QCIB.
This is our second decade, Paul.
It's our what?
Second decade.
See, this is why I didn't want you to buy that time.
Stay here. I'll buy you some time.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Pat, just because we have, potentially somebody new listening, you were with us for our big election special back last year. Oh, my God. More than that. More than a year. God. Wow. So last November? A year ago November, was it? Yeah. And also, way back in the day, you were a City Hall reporter.
I was.
For CJME.
Yes.
And, I was. I've raved about this before. You were phenomenal in a scrum. Oh. You were great at asking questions.
You're too kind.
And some people would say no. No, that I'm not. Not too kind
to
at
me,
all.
you are consistently kind.
Okay. And then, you were a man on the inside. You were working communications at the city. And so you've got this unique perspective.
Well, that's time may be not on your side because you are misremembering that a little bit.
How so?
In the interest of full disclosure, I did not work for the communications department.
Right.
You were worked directly for the mayor.
I worked in the mayor's office,
That's
yes,
right.
in a role that bridged many different duties, communications for the mayor's office being one of them, policy advisement, things
Cool.
of that nature, speech writing. It was a fulsome gig
Nice.
in what I know now, in hindsight, an understaffed office, which I think he was proud at the time of running a lean ship and
Right. And running you
Into
ragged.
the ground, yes.
well,
Running into the ground,
Matter
into
of
the
perspective,
basement,
I suppose.
into the
Yeah.
sub-basement.
he did, I believe, get attacked by a shark in the sub-basement,
He
Yes.
did?
if I
Yeah.
remember
He
correctly.
rescued us
Actually-
first, though.
You are misremembering. It was actually, we had made our way to the top, and the shark, with the water rising, and the shark got him there.
That's
Yeah,
right,
on the
yeah.
roof
Yeah.
of City Hall.
Yep.
I have not revisited a traumatic incident in my history.
That was very traumatic for the mayor.
For the
I
shark.
can't imagine.
The shark. The hair
He's
caught,
had, like,
caught in the
food
shark's
shark.
throat. He's been coughing ever
There's
since.
just not enough teeth to eat a mare. Anyways, yeah, we wanted to have you on to do a look back at last year, a look forward to this year. And I thought we should start with, the thing that still looms large in everybody's memory from last year, because it was the last thing to happen last year, was we had two budgets last year, both Dunning-Kruger budgets, where they were both referred to as learning budgets for our council. We did two of them in a year. And so, December, we got a 10.9% mill rate increase in the end, but at one point it looked like it could be 15.69%, but they were able to
higher.
whittle that down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you follow? Did you enjoy?
Yeah, I'm cursed with continuity. I keep watching city council proceedings,
Yeah.
despite
Some might call that a sickness.
no need to practically do that in my day-to-day life. I can't shake it.
Yeah.
It was an interesting process, and given the history that I have, I think I appreciate the attempt more than the execution, maybe.
Right.
Like, I appreciate the notion of a more transparent way of doing
Right.
a budget. But what really bumped for me was exactly what I knew was going to happen.
Yes.
And I think what you probably knew was going
Yes.
to happen,
Yeah.
which was, we talked to that election show about
Yeah.
the majority of council coming in green,
Yeah.
and not only green for council, but green politically. And,
Ooh.
not a lot of experience for a lot of people. And I think despite the first learning budget, what I saw in this budget was, I think you mentioned last week, just scores and scores of attempts to make change either shot down or withdrawn. Some absurd cases of people not recognizing things that had already been presented and passed.
It was like
Yeah.
a relearning budget.
Yeah,
Yes.
it really had that tone. And I think for me, it was disappointing because in that election show, one of the things that we talked about at the end of the show was what you want to see in this next council. And my big pitch was have hard conversations about service provision specifically, because we've known, and the mayor made some comments after the budget, which I took a little bit of umbrage with, characterizing this 15% pitch as something no one could have seen coming. I think that's pretty much false in every regard. Like when I was at the city, which is now, I think, roughly 6 years since I've been there.
Wow.
Before our term was done, there were presentations from the CFO to council about trying to reinforce you only have 3 streams of revenue. None of them are getting you what you need on a year-to-year basis. We've been talking as an organization, the city has been talking for, I have to think, longer than a decade about the need to do things differently, but all we get is report after report on things that are difficult political decisions to try to either delay a harsh reaction to a tough decision, or I guess the hope that some money will appear out of somewhere to make these things more palatable or allowable. And I think you saw more of that in the budget. You saw a lot of chiseling little pieces being taken away from things that aren't addressing inherent, persistent conditions that result in difficulty funding things. Taking away sandboxes is, to me, maddening because the city, I think, it's an exaggeration, but not much, the city has essentially an inexhaustible supply of sand at public works yards. They need it for every bit of construction they do. To scoop up a couple buckets of that and put it in a bin at a community center where people can do labor for you, take that sand away, and make sidewalks safer with it.
Pat, we have to make hard choices, and that was just a bridge too far.
$150,000 of savings, if I remember correctly. But what's going to happen as a result of that? Sidewalks become less accessible. Sidewalks are already inaccessible in many parts of this city. What you're doing, chiseling away these small, largely inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, items, is just widowing away what makes a city desirable and livable. You're going to wear down the stone that is the city until you have a place no one wants to live or can live to the level they would like, because the quality of life has been diminished without addressing those central problems.
And ironically, what you will hear from people, because you're already hearing it, is my taxes have to be reduced because I'm paying all these taxes and not getting the services I expect. And so we will cut the taxes, make the city worse, and that will be used as a justification to further cut taxes. And then everybody's surprised that the service is reduced.
And you have things that I think the city, both as an organization and as a city, are empirically proud of. Something like Wascana Pool. That's an incredible piece of work. Who doesn't love a water park? My kids go nuts for that thing. This budget takes away free parking that was being provided for that facility. And I think it's a great case study in how these things degrade. You build this facility that is arguably world-class for what it is, and I think surprised a lot of people in the quality of what it is, because people's expectations are low. But when you take away access, what's going to happen? Well, we've seen it with other things. We've seen it with stadiums. When it becomes harder for people to enjoy that amenity, people stop showing up. And when people stop showing up, you have less revenue coming in, your entry numbers, your use drops, and it becomes harder and harder to justify continuing to invest in that asset because it's being used less, and it costs more every year to maintain or improve. So I just don't understand how people can't see that they're kind of shooting themselves in the foot here. And I don't want to be prescriptive in what we should or should not be doing. I think that's up to individual councillors to figure out with their constituents. But what I've been saying forever, and not to a lot of people, I'm not well known. I have a small constituency of people who are annoyed at how much I talk about this stuff. But to me, it has to be a conversation. And we had a great opportunity with the majority of new councillors coming in. They could have said to their constituents, hey, this is new to me. So let's go to the table knowing what the priorities for this area of town, this constituency are. Come to a new council, caucus with your colleagues and say, hey, we do all this stuff. What can we not do? Because we know we can't continue to fund everything we do indefinitely. Hard decisions. Mancinelli had a great run of this on the last day of the budget proceedings. When it came to Massey Pool. And my family, we've lived in the South End for a long time. This past summer, we moved out of Whitmore Park into Harbor Landing. When we lived in Whitmore Park, my kids were at that pool constantly. I would not advocate to keep that open. I think Mancinelli was right. It should have been closed a long time ago because it costs so much money and the infrastructure is so degraded. It's been at the end of its life for 15 years, I think. Maybe 10, but somewhere in that range. So when you have supposed fiscal hawks who are trying to carve out, like, we don't need to do planters to beautify streets.
Yeah.
Chiseling away at all those little things that make a city look nice or feel nice.
Yeah.
But you're going to drop $500,000 every year to keep a pool open that barely makes it to that finish line every year because the maintenance is so onerous.
Yeah.
I think there's a compromise with the pool. Well, the thing that's really expensive, I think, with pools is all that water.
Sure.
You got to chlorinate it. Kids are always splashing around in it. They could drown. I think if we took the water out of the pools in the city, we would be able to save a lot, and it would be a public safety boon.
It's true.
That's one way to look at it.
Actually, Massey Pool, because one of the things that they have done in some cities is turn pools into skate parks. Massey Pool is a zero entry. Now, unfortunately, the other end is just like a hard wall. So we could kill two birds with one stone. We'd have a skate park.
Literally.
We'd have we'd be putting less money into a pool. And all those skaters would just knock themselves right out. And
so they wouldn't be skating back and forth on it. And,
exactly.
Requiring more maintenance.
Because, people who live near skate parks, they can't stand skaters. So solve the problem.
It's funny how that works out.
Yeah.
And then
Also,
we just bring in some dirt and cover them over.
Yeah.
That's pretty dark.
That's a grim turn.
Yeah.
But even if you,
that's 2026, grim turn. It's our slogan.
Saskatoon Giants, Regina, a grim turn. That's poetic. But also, for a real solution, if Dan Rashevich is so worried about his constituents not having an outdoor pool, you could probably give a family pass to every house in his ward to the Wascana Pool and still come out ahead of what you're spending on maintenance, staffing, all that stuff. I don't want that pool to close. I like it. My family likes it, but that doesn't mean it makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And Mancinelli had a really strong point. I mean, even disregarding the notion of what he wanted to close, but just that the council has to be making hard decisions. Yeah. And this was a council that came in saying, we're going to make hard decisions. We're going to right this ship, claiming that, the master's years were this horrible mistake and everything was going wrong. And they had to fix City Hall. And they're falling into the same traps. Yeah. They're making these little tiny cuts at budget time. They're not willing to make difficult decisions. And they're sending everything out to report because they want somebody else to tell them what to do.
That's 100% how I see it. And it's not making hard decisions to be cute about it. It's making decisions hard. Yeah. Because the more you duck that, the higher the bill comes in the end. Yeah. And I think if you took the time to look seriously at what people expect of the city and what the city can deliver, you would make some people upset, but you could realign things in a more effective way. Yeah. And you could focus on, I think, what we called, when I was still reporting, they did core services reviews. You talked last week about how that essentially amounted to an efficiency review. Yeah. Didn't look at, should we even be doing X? Should we be doing Y? Are these services in their totality necessary and desired? Is there stuff we could be doing none of? Yeah. It's a shifting of priorities, and it's a difficult political move. And this is my other bugaboo. It's not going to happen with new councillors who have never paid attention to a meeting before. But it's also not going to happen with part-time councillors, even if they're incumbents. And look at the budget. Who got meaningful measures passed? Incumbent councillors who have some experience and know that they have to caucus with their colleagues and work with administration to make a change. This whole notion that, and it's not new, a lot of councillors in the past have come in and relied on a good argument on the floor of a meeting to sell the idea that they're pitching. Yeah. And I think the movie part of our brain wants to think the passion will come through and people will react and they'll support this idea because it's the right thing to do. And a lot of the times in the past, it has been. Yeah. But a lot of people come into a meeting thinking, well, this is obviously what I should do, what I think I should do, what I've heard so far. There's a certain solidity in your head, even if maybe you don't mean for it to be. I think you see people on the floor of a meeting less likely to change their mind. But you look at things like the transit security officers, those things that came through effectively were people who worked with administration to understand how to implement the thing they wanted and talk to their colleagues to get them on board ahead of time. If you had full-time counselors, if it wasn't treated, like it's not Momart, it's not an RM. This is a real city, a capital city. Why aren't we full-time? If you were full-time, you would have less of these fishing expeditions that happen on the floor of council and committee meetings where you're like, well, what is the data on this? If you were in the building all day, every day, you can go down to the 6th floor and say, guys, what's this number? You come into meetings better prepared. You might actually have efficiencies because you're not trying to figure things out on the fly. And if you were in the building with your colleagues, it would be easier to form coalitions, camaraderie, consensus, whatever you want to call it. But the actual work of politics is never making an argument in the moment. It's doing the work ahead of time to go into a vote knowing you have the votes. And a lot of things that I would have liked to see happen in the city in the past have died on the floor on the back of a really good argument. But I'm sure in most people's minds it's a political non-starter to say, hey, I'm a counselor, double my salary. That probably won't happen. But it should, because there's, I think, when you look at it, even if you doubled them, what are you looking at, like $500,000 a year? For counselors? Mayor's already full-time.
And I think there was a report on this, and they said that not only would they have to increase their salaries, but they'd have to cut back on the number of counselors. And I'd be okay with that.
Why not?
If there were fewer cooks in a kitchen.
And if they're full-time, they can work more fully with their constituency. They would have more time. So even if you took on more constituents, your capacity is bigger. And it just seems to me like we're floating by in this liminal state where people want to change things and they want to come in hot. New counselors come in hot. They're like, I'm gonna do things different, but they don't give themselves the time and capacity to do it. And we've had retired counselors in the past, like Mike O'Donnell was a dynamo. I almost cursed there. He was a dynamo. But that was because that is in his nature to be in the community constantly and be a census taker and understand things. And work with other people. And he had the time because he was retired. He could put as much time as he wanted into it, and he did. So I think a lot of problems we're seeing would be not necessarily cleared up instantly, but I think we would have a road to a better process, a more efficient council, and a lot of more positive change potentially if we had that one tough conversation to make an actual fundamental change to how things work. Not just coming into every budget meeting saying, what can we lose, but how about what do we want to build?
Right. Hate to do this, but we're on 91.3 FM CJTR, AccessNow Community Radio. I don't hate to do that, but I hate it to I hate to interrupt a good batter.
Fair enough.
Hey, did you have a moment in the council meeting that you thought was emblematic?
This is the most elegant setup that I've ever encountered in my radio career. There was a couple that really jumped out to me, and again, they are things that I think I probably saw coming in one part of my brain, but so, like I said, I moved out of Whitmore Park this summer. So Dan Rashevich was my counselor up until June.
Okay.
And when he came to my house on the campaign trail, he's a real personable guy. But he had no problem admitting that he had never attended a council meeting. He didn't really pay attention. He was running because his wife was tired of him complaining all the time and not doing anything about it. And as I understand it, I think he has some folks that he works with a little more experience to help maybe guide him a little. I haven't seen that really proving out in his actions. The most outstanding clip in the budget to me was when he said, literally, on the floor, I need to get educated.
I'm going to play that moment. Just set up. This was after he had brought one of these omnibus of cuts, and it was a list of, I think it was 10 or 12 cuts to capital projects, and the CFO basically explained to him how the funding is all set aside for these. To cut these, we would have to figure out where the money came from, because these are capital expenditures. Probably won't affect the mill rate anyways, because these things can be funded by the federal and provincial government. And then they went in camera for a few minutes, and when they came out of the in-camera session, this is what Councillor Rasevich had to say.
This will be something that I guess I'll pursue during the next year and get more educated. And being, I guess, a first-year councillor and not understanding where all the funding comes with all these projects, of which in this document there's 212 of them. Just so everybody in the city knows that. There's a lot of items and a lot of projects that we're doing. So I will get more educated so that there will be some potential mill rate possibilities with some of these projects, but obviously the rest of the council has to be involved, and whether we accept or reject certain projects, because just as I said earlier, like that Deloitte report, we're a small city, we can only do so many so many services to service levels and projects, so those are decisions we have to make, and that's something I'll be pursuing in the new year. And that's it. Thank you.
Great moment.
So, and he's kind of making my argument for me there, right?
Yeah.
Like, we can only do so much.
Yeah.
So let's get educated. Let's think about my other favorite Dan Rasevich moment in budget as a former city employee. It's funny, but it's not. It's indicative to me how guys like him, guys like Clark Vizo come in and think we can nickel and dime. It adds up to $1 eventually.
Yeah.
It was his motion to cut employee rewards and gifts by 50%.
Mm-hmm.
So I was there for, I think, almost 7 years. At the 5-year mark, I think I got like a cooler bag for the beach that holds like.
And what did you
pack.
do to even deserve a cooler bag? Couldn't you have a
stuck
15%
around,
less?
Morgan. I stuck around. But like, I genuinely wonder where these guys come from. Have they worked in an organization with a semblance of corporate culture?
Yeah.
Because yes, you can not do that. You can let employees work be their only reward. You can let the remuneration be the only reward. But when you're trying to hire competent people and you're competing in a government town with actual governments, the little things do matter. So, like, it's one of the hardest jobs in government to work in City of Regina administration specifically, I think, because these guys also come in and just look you in the eye and say, I don't think I trust what you're telling me.
Right?
Yeah.
How many times did we see that this year? I don't know about those numbers.
Yeah.
I think at one point the administration was accused of like trying to hoard money.
Yes.
As though there was
that was in the March budget.
Yeah.
As though they're not audited and there's some secret purpose they could put that towards. Like, what has nickel and diming ever fixed? And how low does morale have to get before you realize, well, maybe we don't have to shave a 5-year award, a 10-year award, a 10-year recognition.
Yeah.
Like, these are the people that are making your change. Maybe it's not a bad thing to thank them for that.
Yeah.
Kind of radical.
Very. On that note, we have to do innovative revenue tools.
Awesome.
And we're back from innovative revenue tools.
Let's all look at the council all through 2025. All right.
Hey. All right, so we're here at the start of a new year, and so we're the Queen City Improvement Bureau. We're here with Pat Book, and we're talking about, last year's budget. I wanted to move on to other great moments from 2025. So I went through and I tried to put together like a best and a worst list from last year, but then I found that many of the things that I would point to as like my favorite moments were actually like sort of, in a sort of, if you're thinking about you want your government to function properly, those were the worst moments of 2025, but they were my favorites.
Yes.
I'm going to go first. Sure. Because I've got to get this one out there. I think everybody would agree with me on this, that the best moment of 2025 was, this one here.
I'm hoping it's the one I have in mind.
I bet it is.
Next in the queue, I've got Councillor Bezo. Hi.
Today and providing some answers to the questions. I'm just going to elaborate on Councillor Rosbich's comment. Like, we've got the Wascana Pool, which is brand new, nice state-of-the-art facility. What's your thoughts if we put a roof over that one and cancel this project? Like Councillor Rosbich made a mention that, we're a winter city, we're not going to use that pool. And then, the question was posed of, we only have so much money, so it's an opportunity cost. Brand new pool, shut down pools. Keeping what we have, putting roof on a brand new pool, seems like another logical choice to me, to give you the bandwidth and the space that's required for your activities in the wintertime.
Right. I'm not sure if that's is that an actual, you're suggesting that? Or
I'm actually suggesting that. I don't see any feasibility that we would not be able to do that.
So that was Councillor Bezo wishing that we had a roof-ready Wascana Pool.
Wow.
People walk up to me in the street.
Just tears rolling down their eyes. Saying thank you for covering City Hall.
Big man. Strong man. Did Bezo really say that about Wascana Pool? And he did.
And he did.
What would be the effects of wind chill on a water sign? I got to think pretty strong.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm also thinking one of the things that Bezo talks about a lot is that he's an engineer, and he's there invoking his authority as an engineer, saying, I don't see any reason why we can't put a roof over this brand new Wascana Pool. And I'm like, where would you put the foundation for this roof in Wascana Park? Where would the piles go?
I kind of think that he's never actually been to the pool or seen it.
That's a safe bet.
I mean, I'm sure he's got something. Maybe he has, and he's cuckoo. But I'm sure he has this idea in his head that just does not map to reality in any way.
Yeah. Thinking you should pull his card? See if he's accredited?
I should check to see if he's wearing the ring.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't noticed.
Chunky ring of those engineers wear.
And it also, when he brought this up, it reminds me of this myth that there is around the indoor aquatic facility that we are spending a large amount of money on, that it's just a pool, that we're building an indoor pool comparable to what we have in Wascana. Wascana Pool is pretty tiny as far as water facilities go. The indoor aquatic facility that's going to be, replacing the Lawson Aquatic Center is much bigger than the Lawson Aquatic Center. It's 3 times as big. It's going to be 2 Olympic-sized pools for competition and for lessons and for everything, and then a whole recreation area with water slides, kiddie pools, saunas, and jacuzzi, and it's going to be great.
Jacuzzi.
I've never heard so much English put on the word jacuzzi before. I loved that.
I am so looking forward to this. Yeah. But I mean, and there's going to be stands for watching things, and concourses, and concession areas. It is going to cost less than the stadium did, and it is going to be used 1,000 times more than the stadium will ever be used. Yeah. It will be we know from the Lawson that you could keep the Lawson open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and there would still be people screaming they can't get their kids into swimming lessons. So this facility is something that's absolutely needed. You can say, well, why are we building something so big, a Taj Mahal swimming pool? But this thing is being built to serve the whole city, because this is one of those efficiencies that we can't build a bunch of small neighborhood pools anymore. Yeah. And serve each corner of the city. We're putting a big one in the middle with a big parking lot and transit access so that people can use it.
And why not also?
Yeah, right.
Why not build it?
Well, I don't see any feasibility why we can't just put that roof over Wascana Pool. Just cover even more, maybe over the park. I don't know. I'm just being logical.
I'd love to see a swimming race upstream on a lazy river.
Ooh.
Think you're a good competitive swimmer. Let's see you go against a lazy river.
Yeah, because it would be, you could have a 20-meter lazy river, but you're going upstream. That's like having like a 50-meter river.
It has to be.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I'm not an engineer, but I've watched one on TV. I think I don't see any reason why you couldn't build a pool over top of Wascana Pool. Right? So, like, you'd kill two birds with one stone again. Oh. So you'd put, like, instead of just a roof, it would be a roof. It would be a pool-ready roof.
Oh, like one of those gravity pool, anti-gravity pools.
Yes.
Or whatever, yes.
Yeah.
And put a roof over that.
Oh, man. And you could just stack your pools to the sky, like a Tower of Babel pool.
It's pools all the way up.
Yes. Anyways, that was one of my favorite moments from 2025. Aiden, Pat, do you got any, like, things you want to nominate?
Well, honestly, that was kind of my number one.
Yeah. Sorry to step on your toes.
That's all right. But I mean, I thought that might be it. But the phrase, is that a serious question?
Yes.
Will just live in my head.
Epic
forevermore.
shade for a government proceeding.
Oh my God! Yeah.
I think Darren Anderson probably had what I would think is your number two.
Yeah.
How so?
The March budget.
Yeah.
Find me $3 million of.
Yeah.
When he pointed, like physically pointed at Clark Bizo and said, "If you're implying what I think you're implying," and was summarily cut off.
Yeah, he was like he got very upset that Bizo was insinuating that staff were just wanted money.
Yes.
Yeah. That was a great moment.
I really would have liked to hear the rest of that sentence.
Oh.
It was the first time I've ever seen a CFO. I've seen many a city manager, rhetorically go to the mat for staff, but to see a CFO get so cheesed at a councillor.
I was circling ideas for a category I might call. I was toying with best deja vu moment or seventh circle moment, depending on your perspective.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got kind of a deja vu moment, but I'll let you.
Talked about fluoride for what felt like the 11th time.
There it is.
Oh my God.
There it is.
Yeah.
Fluoride again.
10 hours they spent on that.
Yeah.
What if the taps? What if the pressure system failed? What if North Korea detonated an EMP at high altitude and everything failed? Clark.
But there's some crowd in that category too, because we had another downtown heritage building being demolished after neglect.
The credit foncier.
Police budget go up for the 100th time.
Yep.
Yeah, 2.2% this time,
And my other nominee was Mark Burton bringing back the specter of base tax, proving that Regina is perennially the 1990s.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But that did get voted down, though, mercifully.
It did, yeah. But even, like, for one hot moment, I was like, again.
Yeah.
Like, base tax was so pervasive in Regina at one point in history that former Prairie Dog writer Emmett McFarlane's musical brother, Jesse, on his album, Pleasure Pounds, which is a perfect work of art.
I don't know this.
Oh, it is a beautiful record. And he has a song about how much he likes to view his paramour without clothing.
What?
It's a very intimate acoustic slow
very,
jam.
Very well, yeah.
Like a slinky Jonathan Richman kind of thing.
Okay.
Which is his oeuvre generally.
Okay.
It's a brilliant record. But in that song, he has the lyric that ends with, "While the TV debates flat tax." Which is another word for base tax.
Yes.
Like, that's how far that album came out, I think, in the early 2000s.
Right.
So it was already hackneyed territory by then.
Right.
And here we are, 2025.
Yeah.
I have another. I think I have one for the seventh circle of hell. It's and I didn't even realize this was in 2025. But I'm looking at the notes and I'm like, oh my God, it was there. When Good Trouble came to council.
Oh.
And it was Councilor Bizo once more. I know we're picking on Bizo, but that's how it is. That's just how it is. Not even speaking, I think, directly to them, which is a kind of his move.
No, he was speaking to Peter Moraz, somebody who just was
business prof.
Advising Good Trouble.
Them, saying, isn't this isn't isn't the facility you want a camp for ideology?
Do you want me to play the clip?
I would love it if you played the clip.
I second that.
I mean, I also don't want to hear the clip ever again.
You're gonna.
But, yeah, wow.
One thing, or actually there's several things that I'm going to say is very concerning about Good Trouble, about this group coming to the table. It seems like they're very much, they do some community well-being, but they're also very much involved with political extremism. They've ran a campaign for defund the police.
Councillor Bizzo, this is about the motion at hand, so... Okay, just hold on 1 second. So I just want to make sure it's 1 in tune with this motion, and 2 that we're asking questions. So I just want to make sure those are 2 things.
Thank you. Yeah, so as I went on the Facebook page, I found that there's defund the police, they support Moss, they block trains. So what is the intent here? And you're not coming to the table with insurance. So what is the intent? What is your ask? And it previously called council a bunch of clowns. So what is the ask of this?
Why are you asking me?
Well, you said you were supporting Good Trouble.
Councillor Bizzo, we're not going to get into debate. If you have a question related to the motion, let's stick to that.
Yeah, that is the question that gets around the...
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, so, sorry, leaving the character comments aside, with respect to the motion at hand, using the space, the physical space, what is your question?
What is the space going to be used for? Is the space going to be used for kind of an ideology training ground, or is it going to be used for delivering actually something to the community?
I already said this isn't about ideology.
So it's an ideology.
No, I believe that for the record you said not about ideology.
Okay.
So we're on 91.3 FM CJTR, AccessNow Community Radio. We're the Queen City Improvement Bureau, and that was Councillor Bizzo not asking Good Trouble Network about their political activities,
but asking a random other person.
Yeah,
because that's his move. Remember when he was like attacking high schoolers? But
yeah, he wanted to get there. Yeah, and he wanted their grades.
Yeah.
Wanted to see their grades to make sure they deserve...
As a KPI.
Yeah, whether they deserve transit.
Yeah. So, called to order 3 times.
Yeah.
Nevertheless, he persisted. He also later told, I don't know if you remember this, he told the Leader Post, and I quote, and I want you to know that I'm quoting this.
Okay.
Good Trouble YQR's social media posts create wedge issues and don't represent Regina as community. Rail blockades and encampments isn't the best way to solidify the community.
Did he really think that Good Trouble was going to block? Obviously, he does. Or what a demon-haunted mind.
And to source that 100% from Facebook.
Oh yeah,
it's like he heard you guys call him a cranky Facebook grandpa and was
yeah.
They got me. How did they know?
Or he heard it and he was like, that is my destiny.
While we're on the Bizzo, one thing that stood out in budget was his seemingly desperate need to try to lighten the mood. He joked about having 87 motions on the last day of proceedings.
Yeah.
To no laughter.
Yeah.
And I was like, actually...
Just terror.
Actually, it's only 2. And then the other one was when he joked about expanding sidewalk clearing only to Ward 10. And again, someone asked to clarify.
Did you really want to do that?
No. And buddy, if people can't tell your jokes are jokes, you might not be as funny as you think you are.
Yeah. He should come to one of our workshops.
I think he could have potential in the impression tent.
Yeah.
Put him to work, maybe he could do a passable, I don't know, Scott Moe.
Yeah.
Right?
Certainly
get him doing some riffing in character. Maybe that would go a little better for him.
Yeah.
Well, there is an actual stand-up comedian on council, so maybe he could take lessons from Mark Burton.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Less strategic planning.
Right.
More stand-up workshops.
More prop comedy.
Yes. So, I had a couple actual things that were awesome about this year. We did 2 live shows.
We did.
We did a live show in May for the Cathedral Village Arts Festival. We will be doing another one for the Cathedral Village Arts Festival coming up. And we did another one in October for our 10th anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of people came out. It was really great to see a lot of the people who listen to this show, whether podcast or live. It was a lot of fun.
And listeners, you don't have to take Paul's word for it. I attended all of them.
Wow.
And it's a good time.
Oh, thank you.
It is
very kind.
Maybe I shouldn't say this, but it's probably my favorite piece of Regina culture right now.
Oh, dear.
Is the QCIB live show.
Oh, we're in trouble.
I don't want to put too much pressure on.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We got to do another one of these.
I learned how to play the keyboard for the last show. Well, when I say learned how to play the keyboard, I learned how to hit some buttons when Paul told me to hit some buttons.
It was awesome.
It was fun. It was very fun.
We may have a house band for the next one,
which will be cool. Yeah, we're about to sell out. We're about to get too big for our britches.
Incredible.
Yeah,
we'll have to rope off a row just for counselors.
Other awesome things from this year. I did that walk along with Harwinder Singh from the Parking Enforcement Department. That was a ton of fun.
It was great.
Master plan the play at the Globe. I don't like theater. I loved this. It was so much fun.
I don't like live shows.
Yes. People pretending to be other people? This is ridiculous. Are we children?
I saw a picture of you in the lobby.
That's not your real name. Well,
you're black and white in the picture and your color here.
I suspended my disbelief and had a great time at that show.
Yeah,
so that was awesome.
It was an excellent play.
Yeah.
Did you see the master plan?
I was not able to secure a ticket, but I took comfort in having read the source material. Josh O'Kane wrote the book.
That sounds right.
Yeah, I read it at a IABC conference in Toronto.
Oh, wow.
A couple of years ago, and was absolutely floored by it as a work of journalism. I should have seen the play because it doesn't necessarily read like a piece of captivating stage performance, but everyone I know who went to it praised it heavily.
Yeah. I did hear from some people that they found there was like a stretch where things got really wonky in the second act, and they thought that dragged. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Kind of like most second acts of the Queen City Improvement Bureau?
Kind of.
Basically,
yes.
Yeah. Or all like, hour sixes of city council meetings. Yeah.
Second act SAG.
Yeah. Yes. But that was also the act with the cake.
Yeah, no, that was...
Where a cake got murdered. That was fantastic.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, and then like the last things I thought we should just mention in passing is the investments in growing young movers and the North Central Land Trust. I think of the things that council did this year that was productive, this is the seed they planted that I hope will grow the best. It was like a nice use of the Housing Accelerator funds, investing in a community in a really innovative and unique way that they haven't done before in this city. So
how
about it works out.
How about when they asked Nikki Anderson to go grab some bagels? and they're like, yeah, go down to the Great Canadian Bagel, and she's like, guys, the Great Canadian Bagel doesn't exist anymore. And it's like, Tyler does your job. Yeah. So that was a thing.
Speaking of moments that keep on giving, Nikki Anderson was let go in July, but earlier in May when she went on leave,
right.
3 staffers were fired, and 2 of them, Lee Pham and Audrey Young, are now suing the city for wrongful termination.
Yes.
So that will be playing itself out this year.
Human resourcing is hard.
Yeah.
And the garbage site, I think, found Nikki Anderson in Europe showing dogs, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think they looked on her Facebook page.
Yeah. Facebook is the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
At the City of Regina.
Yeah.
I like those 2 items you singled out there, Paul, and I think they're good contrast to one of the other categories that stood out, which I've called Regina, a city of business.
Nice.
Please talk about economic development, Regina.
It's again a tough one where I didn't even get into EDR. A category where it's hard to pick a winner. Voting to compensate business owners who happen to be located near the new homeless shelter.
Oh, yeah.
Which I walk by every day on my way to work.
Yep.
And is a beautiful building. And I have seen no evidence of untoward activity since it went up. Paying Costco $7 million to honor its commitments in West Terra.
Yeah.
The Regina Airport Authority apparently usurping our development agenda and resulting in the killing of a apartment project that should absolutely have gone through.
Yes.
Yep. And my absolute choice for winner, Sean Semple's sweetheart deal for his House of Blue style bar venue that will almost certainly be called the House of Green or some pandering nonsense.
Yeah. Or the House of Simple.
I mean, that's a little on the nose, but I could see it happening.
Yeah. Those are really good.
Land.
You referenced you referenced EDR, and I had them on my list too, where they beclowned themselves 3 times.
Yes.
3 times. The March budget, the November pre-budget meetings, and their budget presentation during the actual budget, where they were repeatedly asked, but please tell us something that you've done to help the city, and they just cannot provide a straight answer to that question. But they still got their money this year, and they will probably forever.
Yeah, it's interesting. I have heard in the past, in my previous capacities, that organization has never had more success than when we were laser focused on this notion of being a destination location for conferences and trade shows. Apparently, that effort brought way more money into the city directly than any other EDR effort that I can recall.
Really?
And we just walked away from that.
Yeah. Wow. Well, and I don't even know what to say to that, because the city having a success and then just kind of letting it go.
I mean,
slip through their fingers.
I think we learned from the ribald tourism campaign that saw many people fired or resigning.
Yeah.
Show us your
Regina. Yeah.
We're not going to be anyone's first vacation destination, but if you come to a trade show or a conference here, you can find stuff to do. There was a niche there, and I think a terrible one, but effective.
Yeah. I don't think there's any reason that we couldn't be a tourist destination if, well, like you were saying in the first half, if we keep nickel and diming this city and taking away the things that make it, not even great, but just good, we can't sell ourselves as a place for people to come to. And that is tragic that we continue to do this.
Which dovetails with my inaugural Blink and You Missed It award.
Yeah.
Presented to short-term real CEO Rick Bennett, who you probably don't even remember.
Nice, yeah.
Who was literally in his job for 1 quarter. In October, told executive committee that the real financial outlook was trending in a positive direction, and quit his job a month later.
We're doing great, Bob.
CEO of Real. We only had him. We barely knew him. Only came to council once. Yeah. There is that looming report that we're supposed to be getting this year about whether or not to fold Real into city administration, and it does make me wonder if that uncertainty about whether or not there will even be a Real in the future would dissuade somebody from keeping a job like that.
You have to wonder.
Or if it's just realizing the massive scale of infrastructure deficit that Real is holding on to that just makes you say, I can't fix this. But he's spending time with his family.
As one does.
Yeah.
I think there's an island where all the former CEOs of Real go to spend time with their family.
I wonder. Yeah. We should have them on.
I wonder if they can get concerts there.
I wonder.
I wonder if it's roof ready, this island.
We are getting the Foo Fighters this year.
That is really something.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can talk about the name of the opening band, but were I to buy tickets, it would be for that opening band.
What is the opening band? I don't know.
I don't think I can say it on public radio.
Can you allude to
the first word is mannequin.
Ah, yes, okay. Oh, they're a great band.
And the second word is a euphemism for
Regina.
Yes.
Nailed it. Great band. Yeah, they've been around for quite a while, but what an opportunity.
Yeah.
And I just love that a lot of my coworkers are having to explain that band to their children for whom they bought tickets.
Yeah.
That is great. Yeah, I'd see them. I'm Foo Fighters, I can take or leave, but them, definitely.
Well, on that note, I think we are pretty much out of time.
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Do we have time for a innovative revenue tool pitch? Quick.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw the
Absolutely.
City Hall cafeteria reopen this week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Which apparently will have liver on the menu.
You have to. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's worth an episode all on its own.
I actually,
the legacy of liver and onions at City Hall.
I kind of like liver and onions. So.
Enough people do. But I was thinking, make City Hall lunch mandatory to everyone who works downtown. Do like the Cineplex Movie Pass. Every worker pays into a monthly fund, and they get as many lunches as they want. And if they don't use them, you save on food costs, but you got their money.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's not just a bit of nonsense. I love this idea.
I was also toying with, if we have time, reverse congestion charge. It's doing wonders in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Completely brought down smog levels in London. Reverse it here, since no one goes downtown. Charge every Regina vehicle registration a fee if they don't go downtown.
I love that. Yeah. And make parking free.
Nah.
Double
I
it.
don't think so.
Double it.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Soak those suburbanites for all they're worth.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Really appreciate you
It is
coming
a
on.
genuine treat to be here every time.
Well, anytime, you're always welcome. Yeah. But I'm afraid we have to start wrapping things up.
All right. Should we move to adjourn?
You know what? I will second that motion.
All right. Motion passed. Meeting adjourned. You've been listening to the Queen City Improvement Bureau on 91.3 FM CJTR. AccessNow Community Radio. Tune in the community. Your hosts are Paul Shedd and Aidan Morgan. Guest Pat Book. Music by Guidewire, a.k.a. Ryan Hill and Kim Fury. What's coming up next? Stuff. Record Rooms coming up next and other stuff. You can find us. We're broadcast live 7 to 8 on Thursday evenings. Rebroadcast Monday afternoons 3 to 4 p.m. Find us on CJ or AccessNowRadio.ca. Man, I can't get that out of my head. And, of course, on our website, QueenCityIB.com. All right. I think that's it. Keep on improving, Regina.